Okay guys, finally Lori is gonna fix my crazy frizzy hair. Haircuts, yes, I love haircuts. It gets dangerous though, doesn't it, Lori? Because sometimes I decide suddenly I want it pink and
that's just fine. Sudden pink is a great shade.
It was fun. It was awesome. And honestly, if I had more time, I'd probably do something crazy Christmas red right now. But we're just going with the haircut today. Gonna get some undercut, little stylish, little asymmetrical, something so my hair actually looks decent in some of these podcasts. And of course, typically, because of probably the snow yesterday, my hair actually had a good hair day. Isn't it funny how that always happens the day you're going to the hairdresser? All right, so we'll show you the after as soon as it's done, and
you're not going to be brave and have anything jewelry?
Oh, no one wants to watch that unless you're doing a major fast mo. But it's knit night tonight, Lori. We need time on the podcast for knit night, girls, because it's knit night, and all the girls that didn't get on the knit night show last week are wanting on this week, so there'll be more time later. Yay, cute.
Yes.
I need earrings, definitely. I have to wear earrings from now on to make this nice hair. This is going to be great. Curly, straight, hats, helmets for horseback riding. All things will be good. All right, off I run to knit night. Yay! This big, long career of becoming a movie maker.
Hey, Patsy!
Yay! Do you want a cup of tea, Patsy?
No.
Don't have to. I have some. So how are you?
Really well.
Good.
There's a lot piled on this chair.
Oh, I'm just leave it on the floor. It's not staying on there. My coat is ginormous.
My gosh, what have you done to your hair?
I cut it a little. Well, somebody else cut it. Yes. I agreed to it.
Yes, did you? And actually,
did you? As in, really, you agreed to that?
Yeah, it grows on you.
I know. It's a little. It's better if you see this side. This side's a little too.
She has
abrupt,
a good side and a bad side.
Yes, definitely.
The one where the wind goes in, and the other one.
My ear is cold, man. It's like it's cold.
You do get used to it after a while.
Yes. I don't think it's gonna get used to it till maybe April.
When it starts to warm up again.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you take a size smaller in a helmet now.
Oh crap! I didn't even think of that. Yeah, because I always had to stuff a lot of hair in my motorcycle helmet.
Well, you can knit yourself a balaclava or something too.
That's true. I could do that.
Wear a beanie.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a long time since I've heard that.
A beanie?
A beanie.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
That's you.
Oops. Don't look at me.
Typhoid Mary.
She's on it. Dun, dun, dun.
That's okay. I remembered that thing was turned on. I was like, okay, I better muffle this because it's going to blow
Donna,
the
you have to
thing up.
stop kissing me like that. That's what happens.
No more kissing
Yeah, not
amongst the
not my
employees.
fault.
We are recording this,
Yes, just we'll see what we use out of the recording.
Good.
It's okay. From what I can see,
It's
we
my
are not
daily
in the recording.
No,
They are in
it
the
stops at
recording.
me. It's sort of angled that way. It's so funny because the phone is sitting in a chair and it actually is like it was like a real person.
That's what I was thinking. We have somebody. Hey there.
We should
It
put a little
makes me-
sweater
let's
on
give it a
them.
name.
E.T.
E.T.
Doesn't look like E.T.
It makes me think of the one that Sheldon made.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was
Exactly.
thinking. Big Bang Theory.
Big
No,
Bang
you-
Theory.
You need to get there's it a message. motorized. What's the message?
Give it a
Oh,
little
it's an
name.
We're done.
Instagram thing that just
Okay.
popped up on the screen. Well, there's two ladies, Michelle and Leslie from the podcast Naughty Nitwits, which is really funny. They're only doing every 2 weeks, but I just watched their Christmas one. They're brilliantly funny. They're very much like us. They would fit in really well with us. I think they're in Oregon, and they were talking
Road
about
trip.
doing. I know, right? We were talking
down
about
from
virtual.
Washington.
Oh,
Or
is it?
from Vancouver. Like if we go to.
Well, that's only about 5,000 kilometers away.
Yeah,
anyway.
no problem. No problem.
Well, you're doing Vancouver anyway, are you
Well, it's
not?
warmer over there, I imagine, than it is here right now. But they were talking about having a virtual podcast with somebody else.
Oh, that
And I'm
would
like,
be fun.
Wouldn't that be cool? So we could set them up so it's
Yes.
virtual, and their
Yes,
face would
that
be
would
on
be
it. We'll do it on the
hilarious.
iPad, and we'll get a mannequin and put a sweater on it, so
That
it
would be
actually looks
wonderful.
like. But of course, it would be a two-headed version because it would be the two of
Yes.
them.
Oh yeah.
But I messaged we've talked a little bit just on Instagram about something we were talking about, because Leslie's just started doing crochet, so she did a very tight chaining on her crochet.
Oh, that's not good.
No, so she thinks she might end up ripping it out. So now I was suggesting you go up like one needle size, like 0.5 millimeter. Like she's doing 3.25, so I was saying chain it with like a 3.75. But would you chain it even higher? You're the crochet queen, Donna.
Well,
Queen, I don't think.
If she's,
Um,
if her tension is to
Cause
make.
it was pretty snug. Like when she held it up, it was like, and then it kind of went out like
So
that.
is she just practicing, or she's wanting
She's trying to start a blanket.
Oh
She
my
started a
gosh,
blanket, had
that'll
about
be
this
really
much
fun to go
crocheted.
Is it just her
Beautiful.
starting chain
Yes.
was tight? Like the rest
Yeah.
of the crochet was fine?
Yeah.
So then yeah, I can see going up half, like
Oh, that looks
0.5
so
millimeter,
cool.
half a size for them.
Because somebody else said go up
to-
3 needle sizes, and I'm like, whoa, that seems really excessive.
Yeah,
That
me
seems a
too.
little, well, depending on how
thought
tight
you
she
might
is. I
have
mean,
Yeah.
It's
so a
excessive.
half to one size, I would say at
Yes,
most.
but I would also say just
Test
take
it.
a larger needle and a different type of yarn and just practice a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then go back and
Yeah,
try.
Because that's true. Because when you chain, you kind of
Because what she's probably doing, she's chaining and then she's probably giving a little tug.
That's
too,
right.
I bet you.
yeah. This is true.
Now, did anybody,
what's
speaking
your
of different
project?
sizes, did anybody see
What's your
something on the
project?
internet? I read it
Finishing
on
all your
Facebook.
kits?
I think it was in my
Mine is
Addicted
I
to
want
Knitting
spend
Facebook
a specific
group that
amount
I'm
of
in.
time each day.
Oh, I
When
like
you're
that.
using the
too.
interchangeable needles,
So
do you find
I-
sometimes when you're
part
pushing
of
with
it
your
is
left
I want
hand,
to
your
complete
hand gets
projects
tired
that
because you're
have
like
been
forcing
in
those
my
stitches up
stash
the
for a few years.
side?
Yep.
And the other
Yeah.
part is I want to
What she does is
learn
she uses
something a little
a
on my
2
Cricut
sizes
loom.
smaller
And
on
the
the
other
left
thing
hand
I
needle
did is I took
because the
specific
size, the
cookbooks
gauge of
with
your
me,
stitch
and
is
I
on your right
decided
hand.
That
right?
once a week I would like to try a new
So
recipe.
if this is the
and
right
just
size,
do
That's a
something.
good idea.
Then,
because I have
um,
the time.
Yeah.
You
know,
hold on,
it's,
like
it's
this, so this
my
is,
life
Yeah.
in Florida
and then they
is
just,
very
they just
simple.
slide,
I mean,
they just glide.
Yeah, because it would
Up
just
the other
flow
side.
off
My
the
floor
other
Oh, it
side.
plan
did.
is easy.
When I was doing that
tidy.
towel,
Like it doesn't take much to
I mean, I was
Right.
shoving those things up
And,
the
I do
6.5
shuffleboard in the
millimeter
morning
needles because they
with
were
my
sticking.
friends, and then
I
after
dropped it
that,
down to a
my foot was
5.5 and it was
fancy-free,
made,
so
it was like working
Mark
with
loves
silk.
to ride his bike.
That's
It's too
brilliant.
hot for me,
Yeah,
so
and
I
I
just
went,
find my regular
Why has
Affect
nobody
attention.
ever
Sure.
decided to do
And
that at
I
all?
like to try to do
Well, that's
to be
an
creative
awesome
in that
tip.
regard.
It
That's
was.
my-
That's
Yeah,
a
because
good
you're not,
idea.
that has no effect to your attention. That's just a point you're picking up and looping with.
That's right.
What's Lisa gonna do?
Challenge.
My 100-day project will be tidying and lots of unit completion. Because
Oh,
I love to knit, but I'm not so good at finishing.
right.
So finish things and complete things and
We're quite like Mandate, aren't we?
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So, are you going to give yourself like I'm spending 15 minutes a day, or what? How are you going to set it up for yourself so you know like what is your own meter stick
well,
for like showing up every day? What's your metric?
well, it's just to show up every day.
Yeah.
I do spend a little more time than I need to wasting time on the computer.
Yes, that's where I need to.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
if
Be rid
I,
of.
in the mornings, for example, with my coffee, if I don't open the laptop, I could be doing other things.
Right. Maybe
So
that's your time.
That's my
Yeah.
time is then, and I've been with setting up and organizing my office / studio space. I've been moving all the fiber and everything out of the house and into that space and into my new space. So I'm
Awesome
getting a
new space.
really good idea of what I actually have
Right.
and oh, what's in this bag? Oh, that's not finished. What's in this bag? Oh, that needs to be done too. Oh.
Okay.
So I completed 4 hats in the last 4 days.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Like tuck ends, finish,
Yeah.
block them if they need them. So yeah, just get some of that, get it going, get the flow going again, and
I have a
yes.
baby sweater I started 8.5 years ago, and
And he won't fit into it anymore?
he won't fit into it, and neither will the other 7 behind him.
Is there a new one though?
Maybe it'll be a great
just
grandbaby.
arrived?
Yes, he's 6 months old now.
Already?
Yeah, 6.5 months old and 26 pounds.
Oh, good
Oh,
lord.
whoa!
They're feeding him well.
He's a sweetie pie. I was there for bath time last night.
Oh.
Oh, here comes the video.
smell so good, babies.
I know.
I miss baby
Most of the
smell.
time.
Drink them in. Yes, most of the
There are times when they don't smell good at all.
Oh, so
Bath time.
cute.
Oh, look
the
at
kitchen
Chevy
sink.
monkey.
I love it.
Very nice.
I've got a picture of Lee in the kitchen
Sure
sink
it
too.
is.
God, I
Should be
think
camera
every
too.
baby's been
Our
watching.
kitchen sink baby.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
always put
kitchen
our
sink's
kitties in the
lovely.
kitchen
Do
sink
close
for
up.
that.
of the-
Lovely baby.
I'm gonna have to rip this whole goddamn thing out. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Okay, focus. What's your 100-day
Sorry.
project?
Well, I immediately was thinking doing something artistic like felting.
Right.
And then you were talking about finishing up projects. You know what I think I need to do? My 100-day thing. And it actually feels pretty good. Give away stuff I don't use anymore.
Oh.
Okay, so are you going to do that every day for 100 days? Or are you going to, like, not necessarily give something away, but give, like, 15 minutes to I'm combing my
Organizing.
collection
Yes.
and
Yes.
I'm
With the
cleaning
combing.
the closets of my mind
yes.
Yes.
because
'Cause
it
there's
really helps.
The downstairs basement, I mean, all the art supplies when I used to teach children, I want to give it to like the little Reaching for Rainbows art group and the Baxter building. I've got paints and I've got scrapbooking stuff. So it always
Good
feels
idea.
so good lightening all that stuff out. And our basement is so upside down since Leah moved out. There's still odds and sods and bits and things. I want to clear out the clutter and move some stuff. And any unfinished projects that I'm not really keen on anymore, I'm giving those away too, frogging them, whatever. Give away some of my old knitting needles. My grandma's, well, it's hard. They're horrible needles to work with,
I
but they're
know,
my grandma's and my
But
nana's.
what you do with those is put them in a nice vase.
Yes,
And
actually,
place that
I
in your
did that
studio,
in my,
and then you can reflect
my
by.
studio, Leah's,
Yes,
slash
that's-
Leah's old bedroom.
That's what I did
But I think
because.
that might feel really good to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And even if it's just 15 minutes of me walking in and just reorganizing stuff, because since I've taken over her bedroom as my studio, I'm finding projects and old felted things that I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
So it's either
Surprise, surprise.
clearing or finishing or moving
Yeah,
it
good
out.
idea.
Finish it or move it out.
We're moving
I think
on.
we're all guilty
Yeah, 'cause
of
I'm-
having
Moving on.
those
I'm a
project
collector of
thing.
stuff.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I did this morning before I left, the shelf above the hanging space in my closet, which is all open to the room, where all the sweaters live, the cat nests up in there too. But he's not very tidy about it. So when he gets up in or when he's jumping down, he moves things around, and I'm just a little anal enough that I like them stacked. So before I left this morning, I pulled everything off that shelf and put it on the bed, so that when I get home this evening I can, but as I did it I thought, okay, there's 4 sweatshirts I haven't worn in,
Oh,
do I
I hate
need
to
those?
part with those.
I know,
See, and
I might
but-
need them someday.
Sometimes that's a big dilemma because for me, and I have like a stash of fabric, and one day I made a conscious effort to sort and dispose. I disposed a fair amount, and I went on with my day, and by the end of the day I went back and thought, now that I could use for paper piecing,
I've done that, yeah.
and that I can use for, I can't get rid of that because that was part of Erin's little whatever summer dress, and it was like all of it went back in the bucket.
Right.
yeah, it's hard. Nostalgia
I-
holds you back from a lot.
So the secret is putting it in a bag and taking it out.
Well, the
Immediately.
secret is you allow somebody else to do it for you.
Oh,
because
Oh,
you
no, I
can't
couldn't
mention
do
it.
that.
No, I know,
I
but you
not
have
gonna
to,
do
it's a
that.
trust thing, because Karen
No.
has offered many times, she said, Debbie, I'll come and help clean and you know.
So I've done that for people and I will take it away. So you make the decisions.
Yes.
But when I leave,
It's
it
gone.
leaves with me.
That's right.
And that has
that's-
worked quite well for
yes.
people. Because then it's like, oh, because half the battle is getting it to the curb and then
Yes.
making arranging for it to
And-
get to where it's going.
And also
Yes.
when the object is in discussion, your friend can help you make that logical choice.
Yes.
Does it go? And if you say go, it's gone. Like you can't, like
No,
you
it's-
can't.
No taking words
Retract.
back.
That's
That's
right,
the
it's-
rule.
it's
If you say it's
gone,
gone,
yes.
it's gone.
So,
Well, these sweatshirts, they'll go in a box and go in the car, and tomorrow morning I'll drop them off at second time around.
Yeah, as soon as it
Like
goes in
it's
the car, it's
right?
fine.
Yeah. Because there's.
Yeah, I have quite a
I-
stash in my van, actually,
I'm
of
very
things that are
blessed.
going
We
to
don't
the
need it all.
missions, yeah.
What about the one that your mom got you when she went away? You know, you know, 14 years ago, and it's still three
And a
sizes
lot-
too small.
What a lot of people do.
And
is-
you pass
is-
it on to the one that the baby sweater's not gonna fit.
Well, they create them. They put them in memory clips.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. I've
That's
seen
cool,
lady.
too, yes.
There's a lady in.
Well, didn't you
At our
get Aaron
resort.
one made?
Yes, but that was fabric. But this,
Okay.
you know how some people collect T-shirts.
Yes, I've
And
seen
this
those.
lady,
Harley
for all her
Davidson's,
grandchildren,
um,
she took all of their T-shirts
Yeah.
from infants,
Concerts
and then
and-
she
yeah.
placed them, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You could
Absolutely
make
gorgeous.
pillow covers, Anne, with your sweatshirts. You could have pillow covers. Yes, in your spare.
Okay, that was the end of knit night. Another fun night with the ladies. This is going to take some getting used to with this short hair, but it's fun. It'll be sure nice and easy to take care of and style. Well, the Die Hard movie is on in the living room because it's one of our favorite Christmas movies. It's Die Hard 2, which is much more Christmassy than Die Hard 1, I think, with the at the airport and stuff. Bruce Willis with hair. I kind of like him without hair. Anyways, gotta get back to knitting. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.